her toys are everywhere. She has, good morning. She has blankets sprawled out on every couch, and she uses them all. Don't you, Max? You use them all. Say, yes, Mom. I use every single one because I love the blankets. I love the blankets. Yes, I do. Today, I am going to bake some cookies. I don't know if we'll get all the baking done, but I'm going to try. Today is the 22nd, and I don't know why I was thinking Christmas wasn't until Thursday. I don't know why I thought that, but Christmas is in just a couple days. So I definitely need to get the cookies done today. I need to finish up the wrapping today. And I need to get all the gifts moved up here. I would like to get that done today, but if I don't, that's okay. It's okay, because I have tomorrow. It's not like a huge thing. I also need to put some chicken in the crock pot this morning because we're going to do chicken and dumplings for dinner tonight. We thought it would be just a great, it's not supposed to get out of the 20s today. So it'll be perfect to have something like that that's warm and cozy. And so that's what's on tap for today. So what have you guys done that's special in December? Did you go to any plays? Did you go see any movies? Did you have celebrations already with family and friends? Did you do anything fun at work? What's your December been like? I feel like I'm a bit disconnected from everyone because I've been so busy and blinder on with everything that I have to do. But yeah, catch me up. Spill your tea. Tell me. I want to know. Curious minds want to know. I am so ready to have this move done. You have no idea. I'm so ready to just be done and settled in the new house. I just want to be settled because this is driving me insane. I'm going to go ahead and catch up on some YouTube, catch up on some comments, and then I will check back in later today when we get moving and doing stuff. Well, hey there. So I'm pulling myself together, putting some effort in. It's amazing when you have a few days off from work or you know you're on break from work, the energy that you get to actually put effort in. Anywho, I thought I would pop on here. I just finished watching Miss Susan. I'm still catching up on videos. I'm caught up on most, I think. Anyway, I just finished watching Miss Susan's Day 22, which would be today. And it was good. She was in her kitchen. She did a little chit chat. Anyway, she did a thrift haul too. She took us around Antiques on 231, and which is in Lebanon, Tennessee. She took us around there. She picked up a few things. I am super jealous because I'm not able to buy anything right now. I'm not able to thrift or buy new things for the house because we're moving and we don't want to have a lot of stuff. Well, we already have a lot of stuff. We don't want to add to the move right now. You know what I mean? I want to wait until we're settled and then go thrifting for new things for our new house is kind of what I'd like to do, which would make the most sense, right? So that's where my head's at as far as not being able to do hauls right now. But I do have to go look for you already know I have to buy some new curtains, but those are not like for home staging. I will actually use those in the new house. Kitchen curtains, I don't know of a kitchen that doesn't have a window in it that I can't use these in. And if I can't, I will refurbish them into something else. Like I will take that material and do something. Or I also have kids that could use new curtains sometimes too. And these are pretty neutral. So, you know, they're not going to go to waste is what I'm saying. I don't think it's a frivolous buy. And they're not that expensive. They're on Amazon. I shared them with you before. I'm going to be getting those after Christmas. I'm also going to need to pick up some more bins because of the packing. And I'm also going to need to buy a table, not a big table, a sofa table. A sofa table or an entryway table. However, some people call them. Sofa tables are usually much thinner. Entryway tables are a little bit more, have a little bit more width to them. But nonetheless, either will work because remember back when I moved the table from the dining room that I have the Advents on right now. I moved that table upstairs and put it in one of the guest rooms because I used the guest room table for my hutch. So I did this shimmy around, and then I took the entryway table that was in our entryway for Christmas and put that in the dining room. I took the bench that I bought and put that downstairs. The bench is just so short. I don't like a bench there. I really don't. So I'm going to be getting rid of the bench. I'm not going to need that. I'm not going to use that anymore. I'm going to get rid of the bench. And I'm going to get an entryway table. That way I can have an entryway table in the entryway. I can have the dining room table back under my peg shelf. And then I have to buy something that will go in that spare bedroom underneath the TV. Because if I don't put something there, then it's going to look very unfinished for home staging. So I do need another table there. And you can always use tables. I use them for everything. I'm always moving them around. They're easy to move around. They're great for all kinds of stuff. Vignettes, I don't know. I just love them. I'm a sucker for buying like end tables, little pencil tables and things like that you can just move around, plant stand tables that you can move around. I love those things. You can add height using them. I mean, the possibilities are endless, to be honest. So I'm not going to lose anything by, that's going to be my one thing that I need to buy. And Art's going to be like, why are you buying furniture? So anyway, yes, I am so excited. My head is like, I'm not fully into Christmas. And that's part of the reason Vlogmas has been, quite frankly, awful. It has been awful. For those few of you that have stuck around and watched my Vlogmases, Miss Debbie in particular, God bless your heart, because it has almost been torturous to watch them back myself. Art watches them and I'm like, yeah, it's not great. There's been minimal effort because I'm so focused on moving. I'm so focused on it and excited about it and cannot wait. Cannot wait. I'm ready for new beginnings, fresh starts. I've got a wonky curl right here. I don't know what's going on with that, but try to fix it. Let me focus on this. All right, that's done. To clean up my mess, and then I gotta get dressed, and I gotta start baking. But what I thought, I think it's going to be interesting to share the move with you guys as much as I can. I'm going to share the preparations of, how I'm getting ready for it, kind of the progress along the way. And of course, you guys will see the new house and the decorating and all of that. So many exciting things to come for the new year. I'm so excited. But it sucks that I haven't been able to shop and buy new things for the house. That's hard, especially at Christmas when I would really love to go look for vintage finds. And right now would be a great time, and right after Christmas, great time to go find those things. I know in a lot of areas, as soon as Christmas is here, they start like putting that stuff, like taking their booth Christmas stuff down and transitioning into January and then February and all of that. But in our area, we actually have quite a few booths that do extend it out and kind of do a sale for their last stuff, that's left. So that's always a good perk for me. And I know where those sweet little spots are. But I'm going to have to pass on them this year because I just don't want to have a lot of stuff additional to pack. I'm already overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that I need to pack. So I'm not going to thrift or anything like that. I just can't justify it right now. This might be a very chatty vlog. All right, we gotta get started baking. I'm dressed, I'm ready, and the house is a mess, but you know what? It's okay, it's okay. I'm on break, it's fine. All of this will still be here after Christmas, and I'll deal with it then. I'm gonna bake a lot of cookies. This is what we got going. This is not all the ingredients. There's milk, there's oil, all eggs, all that kind of stuff. I've not pulled that out yet, which reminds me, I need to get, we need to get cream cheese out of here because that needs to soften to room temperature. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the cream cheese out, and I'm gonna go ahead and use up this little bit of cream cheese so that can be done. I'm making Oreo balls. Have you guys ever made those? So comment below what cookies you've made this year. Let me know. What are you making? What have you made? Let me know. The house is already smelling really good because we're doing chicken and dumplings this morning. Well, tonight for dinner. So I already have my chicken on in the crock pot over here, and it's just Art and I, so I'm not making like a huge thing of it, just enough for us. And so I'm excited about that. It smells so good because I need a really good stock. So I put carrots and celery, onions, tons of seasonings just to get a nice good broth so that I have a broth to make my dumplings in. So I've got that going. I'm gonna get baking started, and I'm gonna start with Art's cookies and treats first because he's been patiently waiting for them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get his out of the way first. The sun keeps going in and out, so the lighting is gonna be really wonky in this video, but that's okay. I have one tree on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn the others on in a little bit, maybe by lunchtime. I'll go ahead and turn those on and get those started. So it's nice and cozy in the house. Today is not going to get out of the 20s, so it's going to be very cold. And I still have to go to the basement and do stuff down there. So let me go ahead and get started on these cookies. So we're just gonna chit chat while I do all of these Rolos. I have to undo these. If you've ever made those Rolo treats, I don't even know what they're called. Some people call them turtles. I don't know. They're just pretzel things to me. They are really good though. I've done these for years. I don't know, at least 20 years now. Art loves these. Basically, it's a mini pretzel twist, and then a Rolo, and then a pecan half, and then that's it. You put them in the oven at I can't remember what degree a recipe will tell you, but if you look it up, it'll tell you a specific temperature. I usually preheat my oven to 350 for all the start of all my baking because most of the cookies that I do are at 350. So I'll put it at 350. I'll put them in for like first I'll put them in for a minute and see how they're doing. And then I'll put them in for maybe additional 30 seconds or whatever until the Rolo is a little soft. And then after the Rolo is soft, you pull them out of the oven, and then you put a pecan on top. Sometimes I'll say pecan, sometimes I say pecan. It varies. It varies on the day. My mom was from Kentucky, so she had a very southern accent, and my mom used to say pecan, and then my dad said pecan. So I kind of get a little bit of each. I lost my country accent early on when my mom was when I was younger. My mom passed away when I was a teenager, so when I was younger, I had a really strong southern accent because I took after my mom. I mean, I spent most time with her. My dad worked, so I've naturally picked up, and so did my brothers. We picked up that country twang, that southern twang. But as I got older, my dad did not have that. So as I got older and the years had passed without my mom, I had lost that Southern twang. So sometimes I say pecan, sometimes I say pecan, it varies. But anyway, so I got to unroll these. So I figured we would just chit chat while I was doing this, because it's going to take me forever and a day to do this. Art is at the gym. He's going to stop at the store and pick up the last few things that we need. We are going to be doing wings and pizza and a veggie tray for Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, we do a large country breakfast, sausage and gravy and hash browns. Which I forgot to put hash browns on the list, but I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to worry with it. I've already added enough to that list, so I'm just going to let that go. I'll go pick up hash browns tomorrow, maybe. Anyway, if we don't have hash browns, it's not going to be that big of a deal, because God knows we have enough food. And then I also have fruit on top of that. I got pineapple and strawberries. I don't know if it'll make it until Christmas Day, but I sure am gonna try. If not, I'll just go pick up some more. I may clean the vegetables and do all that kind of stuff today, prep it, because, you know, I kind of want some. It's for me. Like, the kids are really gonna eat vegetables. Andrew might, Stephanie might, but anyway, so, I can't remember if I've mentioned any of this, so if I did, I will have to edit it out. But after the holidays, I will be busy and take you along with me for all of the wonderful, moving extravaganzas. One of the things that we need to do is I need to go through each room after I take all the Christmas down and Christmas is put away. Then I'm going to, every room is a blank slate, and we are going to do all the touch-ups that are needed that I haven't done already. I'll go back through each room and I'll make a detailed list, and that may be a video that I do right after Christmas. We'll go through, step one is walk through each room and work out a punch out list that, of things that has to be done to get it move ready and stage ready. So, like for example, in the living room area, the common living room area, I know that I'm gonna have to touch up the fireplace because I have done so much to it. Like, I've put nails and stuff in it to hold garlands and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna have to do some touch up on the fireplace mantle. And I've already done the paint touch up around the room, so I don't have to do that. I just have to do the mantle. And I waited to do that because, of course, I've got garland and stuff on it now. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I also need to wash all of the windows, so I would put on that list for the living room, wash windows and blinds. And then the carpets are gonna be shampooed, so I don't have to worry about that. We are going to be replacing the outlet covers and just making them look a little bit nicer and cohesive throughout the house. It's not that expensive to do that, and those little details really do make a difference when you go to sell a house or show a house. So I definitely want to do that. And then, of course, deep clean the fans. So I'll go through and make a punch list of all of that little stuff. Now, some rooms will have a very short punch list. I'll be able to knock it out pretty fast. Other rooms are gonna have more of a punch list and take a little bit longer. We've already had the deck repair done. We had some rotting steps, so we had someone come out and replace those for us. It was quick, it took them just a couple of hours. And then we've replaced the faucet in the kitchen. We've already done that. And like I said, I've already done a lot of touch-ups, so we've got that to do. The other thing is each room, like for instance, I have my pantry in here. I'm going to be staging the pantry so it looks really nice. Of course, we still have to use it while we're showing the house, but we will have it looking as nice as possible. We are going to dwindle down food so that I want to dwindle down food, but at the same time, given the prices the way that they are expected to go, I may stockpile a few things right after Christmas, but even if I did, I'll make it look nice. So I'll have, I already have baskets and bins for in there, not bins, but baskets that can hold things and contain things that'll make it look a lot nicer and a little bit more cohesive. So when somebody opens it up, they'll have a really nice vision of that. All of the drawers, I wanna go through those, clean them up, and I keep them pretty neat anyway, but make them look nice. The cabinets themselves are going to be sparse because I've already started packing a lot of stuff away, and we only really have out what we know we needed. And now that the holidays, once they're over, I won't need even as much as what's there. And I can go ahead and pack that and store those bins in the basement. So we've got, I'll be able to, I want people to be able to come in and feel free to look in the cabinets and get a vision of what, you know, what they can do to customize the cabinets inside. So, or what they can use the cabinets for. So I've got all that kind of little stuff to do, and I'll take you along with me for that. Those will be some great videos. Hopefully you'll be interested in them. I find those types of things interesting. I love seeing how people organize things. I love organizational videos. I do. I think it's fun and therapeutic. You know, I can get ideas and tips and tricks from other people. Realistic. I don't want to be unrealistic, so I want realistic things. So anyway, I'm going to be doing that. And then let's see what else. And then of course, the final part will be like the staging of each room. And I will give you guys a walkthrough of the staged home tour so that you'll be able to see what potential buyers are going to be able, what they're going to see when they come through the house. We also have to tackle the garage. We had the landscaping done last spring, so that should be minimal. We're thinking about hiring someone, that same company, to come out and just do some upkeep to make it look really nice. We're gonna buy some potted seasonal plants to stage the flower beds with, because what we did was we stripped the flower beds and basically are leaving it as a blank slate for, other than the shrubs, because we paid a lot to have the shrubs put in. But we're gonna have the front flower beds kind of bare and plant ready for the new homeowners. I wish that the previous homeowners would have done those things for us. They didn't. They didn't. But we will for them. We'll have it a blank slate, but we don't want it empty. So I'm just gonna put some potted plants that are seasonal out to make it look nice. Stage the front porch minimally so that they can get a vision of what their stuff could look like or what they might want. And then we also are going to, and had already started, compiling like a new homeowner's pamphlet packet. All of the appliance warranties, all of the appliance information and manuals and things like that will be in this packet. We also have all the paint swatches for all the paints that are used in the house. That's also there. Also the service people that we used previously for servicing of like the fireplace or the air conditioning units and things like that. We'll go ahead and put that in there. And also have a list of when things have been last maintenance. We'll replace the air filters, all those things. We want to leave the house in a great shape for whoever takes it next, because we love this house. We do, we love the house. We wouldn't have bought it if we didn't like it and see potential in it. If we were, Art and I say it all the time, if we had bought this house when we were younger, we would not be moving from it because it's a great house. However, you know, this was an investment from the get-go. It was never intended to be our forever home. So anyway, I hope all that sounds interesting, because that is what is coming next. And this is a weird angle to have this little video. So I'm going to clean this up, and then we'll go ahead and get these cookies in the oven, and I don't know what you call them, these turtles in the oven, get them done. I hope Art only wants one batch, because I don't want to make more than one batch. This should make about 65.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. in Christmas times. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the rain.
All right, so I cheat on the next cookie that Art likes. He loves the salted caramel, Betty Crocker. So, and it's always a limited edition. It's seasonal. So picked these up. This is our last bag of these. He loves them. They smell really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix these up and get these in the oven. That shouldn't take long at all. All I needed was butter and an egg.
And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on
I'm gonna make up those cherry wings now. So you start off with some sugar, shortening, and cream cheese. We're gonna blend that all till it's nice and fluffy, and then we're gonna add some other ingredients. All right, here we go. So let's add our, I gotta check this recipe. Right, look at how old this is. Okay, cup of shortening, cream, the shortening, and cream cheese. Gradually add the sugar. Okay, so we're gonna do the shortening and the cream cheese. Of course, you gotta use Crisco. And it calls for 1 whole stick. I like to get them already measured out because it's just easier that way. I'm gonna need to get my spatula. You're gonna wanna get every bit of this out. And then I'm gonna have to, at the end of this little bit, I'm gonna have to get my food processor out and chop up those pecans. Okay, let me get, goodness gracious, this is a little messy. Oh, a little messy. Lord mercy. I used to be a lot more, what do you call it? Sophisticated in the kitchen. Not so much anymore. I'm a hot mess, especially when I got a million things going. So my hands are gonna be nice and soft. So we're gonna do that. And then the cream cheese. It calls for 3 ounces, not a third, 3 ounces. So this is about 3 ounces. It might be a little bit more, but that's okay. Besides every now and then too. And you need to just trust the process because it doesn't come together right away. You want it to, and it already smells so good. You want it to be light and fluffy. It's getting there. Then we are going to add in our egg and almond extract and beat really well. The next thing you're going to do is add your salt and baking soda to your flour and give it a good mix to incorporate those. And then you're going to gradually add your flour with your salt and baking soda into your whipped ingredients, incorporating the two very delicately until the dough forms. And then you're going to roll those dough balls into your chopped pecans, and then you're going to take a cherry half and put that in the middle. Sometimes people call these thumbprint cookies, but I call them cherry wings. I'm glad I only do this once a year. This is a lot of work. Are you guys baking any cookies? If you are, tell me what cookies you're baking in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Maybe next year when we're all settled in the new house and Vlogmas is better, maybe we'll do a Vlogmas cookie recipe exchange. Wouldn't that be fun? We can do that, and I can plan it out far enough in advance that we get all the kinks worked out and many of you can participate. That would be really cool. All right, let me get this incorporated. this process takes a while. I just use like a 1/4 cup measuring cup and do it a quarter at a time, let it get incorporated, and every so often I will take it out and scrape down the sides so that it gets all incorporated, and I will do that with this entire bowl until it is all incorporated. All right, so this is going to chill in the refrigerator for 1 hour, and while this is chilling, I'm going to clean up and get the pecans chopped, and then I'm going to get the cherries chopped and ready to assemble the cookies and bake them in the oven. It has been an hour, and I have my dough pulled out. I've got my pecans all chopped up and ready to go. And now we're going to assemble them and bake them. And these are going to be so good in the morning with a cup of coffee. The cherries have to be drained. They've been draining while this has been sitting, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on a plate, and then we'll get to assembling. These are like very petite cookies. They're very small, so it should fit in the palm of your hand. And then you're just going to roll it around in the pecan and put them back on your tray. And then we're going to put a cherry in the middle.
Well, I'm all for Christmas.
Now they go in the oven at 350 for 12 minutes. I'm exhausted, and I'm not even halfway done baking yet. I have no bakes to do, and then I have the Oreo balls that I've already made up. They're chilling in the refrigerator, so when they come out, I will make them into balls, and then typically I don't do anything with them. I think dipping them in chocolate makes it too sweet, in my personal opinion, but I may go ahead and do that to a few that I'm going to send as gifts to the neighbors. But the kids and I just like them plain. We'll just eat the dough. We could literally just pull it off and eat it that way. Do you guys ever make Oreo balls? And if you do, what do you use to coat them with? We used to roll them in the confectioner sugar. Not confectioner, the sprinkled sugar. And that would just turn your mouth all green and red or whatever color. So that's why we just were like, we'll leave them plain. We'll leave them plain. But what do you guys do with your Oreo balls? Do you make them? How do you decorate them? How do you serve them? I'm curious. What are you doing, Max? Are you tired of Mommy baking? Are you tired of Mommy baking? Are you tired? Alice is tired of me baking. I sat down for a minute in between the batches. Guys, I'm exhausted. My hair's a mess. I'm exhausted. Okay, so I don't know where I stopped filming. I don't know. I started baking at 8:30 this morning, 8:39, and it is now 3:39. So I've been up on my feet baking and cleaning, because as I bake, I'll clean in between the batches. You know how that goes. And I have run out of steam. I am hitting a wall, but I can't stop in the middle of the last round. So I did get the goal of getting all the baking done today. I will be able to say that. But oh my God, my stomach is so upset. I'm like nauseous from like not taking a break today and just pushing and pushing. This is what we do, women. This is what we do. And Maggie is ready for play. I'm not even hungry. Like I did taste, let me see. I'm getting this blanket out of the way. I did taste the cherry winks because they're my favorite. And of course, they're amazing. I had 2 cherry winks. I had to taste one from each batch that I did. I did 4 dozen of those. Yes, I did 4 dozen of the cherry winks. The second batch that came out, I had to taste one because I was afraid that I had overcooked them. And I can't tell by looking. I need to like feel the texture of it. And they're small, so I just popped one in to taste it. And they are a little overcooked, that second batch, but like only by like a hair. Other than that, they're perfect. So nobody's gonna know. I'm picky. But I haven't tasted any of the other cookies because I'm not interested. I follow the recipe to the T, so it's good. And I'm nauseous. I'm tired. And I'm a little dehydrated because I forget to drink while I'm busy. I forget. But I'm happy that I got all the baking done today. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is assemble the boxes and make them look pretty, sign the cards, and I'm hoping Art will walk them to the neighbors for me. I typically do it, but I'm exhausted. So right now I'm like, nah, Art can do it. Art's going to be busy tomorrow. My finger's in the way, sorry. Art has some errands to run in the morning. Oh, there's another batch. Hold on. It's been 20 minutes. Now I'm back to finish what I was saying, which I forgot because I was in there, taking a batch out, putting a batch in, preparing the trays again for another batch to go in when those come out. But I'm nearing the end. So I'm actually just going to call it a vlog. I don't know how much I have in here. So I'm going to go ahead and end it and start editing it so that I can get it up tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am going to finish all the wrapping, which the wrapping is done. I just need to add tags and bows and make them look pretty and then bring them upstairs. And then fill the stockings. So I'll have all that done tomorrow morning and then I can relax. I can paint my nails. I can take a bubble bath. I can drink some wine and just watch Christmas movies and just have like a full-on vacation day. Christmas break day. I keep looking over here and I mean to look there. So that's the plan for tomorrow. And I'll just end this with a few little clips. Hopefully by the time I finish editing the bulk of this video together, I can get a picture of all the cookies done. They've started to be assembled on the trays and they're sitting on the counter. I haven't covered them yet. I'll wait and do that before I go to bed. The Christmas tree lights are on, so maybe I can get some pictures and show you what all that looks like as we say adieu until tomorrow. See you then.